Holy shit, Nosebro just killed my anus.
Do you think this is a one-shot Ganon? Oh, well, isn't this touching and adorable?
I feel like it.
Maybe I'll make Link speak from now on.
Dude, pick up the rock. Like, what the actual fuck, dude? Pick up the rock. Oh my god, pick up the rock. I personally identify as plasma. Well, we have to respect what he identifies as. So, if he identifies as plasma, we have to refer to him as plasma. Give me a moment to look up all the plasma pronouns real quick. How do I handle 20-hour runs? Well, actually, I don't do the full 24 hours anymore, or 20 hours. I split up into 2 segments with a sleep break in between. So, yeah. Plasmid, plasmoid, plasy. He, she, we, wombos. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen, damn it. I knew it the moment I pulled my paraglider out. I was like, that's too early. We're good. We're okay. Is my home state a secret? No, D. Snyder. Just, I like memeing on people who are creepers and ask about it. because they have no reason to know it. How's the run going? It's going well, actually. Don't ask your time zone. Well, your time zone doesn't exactly, like, narrow it down. Okay, I was like, wait, what? That took forever. Would I reset if I'm 1 minute behind? It depends. I don't really reset based off of whether or not I'm behind. I reset based off of how I feel. Because I could be ahead and just have had like a garbage run with a lot of salty moments piling up on each other. And that's not really good for your mental health to continue a run like that. So if it gets to that point, then I will call it quits. It's just needing to know yourself and where your limits are. Ugh. That looks good. Nice. What's your PIN code on your phone? Nice, dude. We have 13,690 followers. Nice. Oh well. Was that better than a stasis launch? No. The stasis launch would have gotten me faster. Yikes. That worked out well. Yeah, the reason why we don't upgrade our bombs is because it does more damage to you if you fail it. Caraca, brasileiro no World Record do Breath of the Wild? É sério? Mais que isso. Brasileiro que tem Switch. Cara, deve ser rico. Wanted. My Portuguese sounds more natural than last time. It takes me a while. My wife is the same way with her Spanish, where for the first like 15-20 minutes of her speaking to her parents, it'll be like really forced and won't sound natural even though it's her first language because she's so used to speaking English. And I feel like the same thing happened to me. Since I speak English constantly, for me to switch over between English to Spanish or from English to Portuguese, it takes me a moment to get into the mindset of Portuguese, even though it's my first language. Because I have not carried a full conversation of Portuguese in 13 years. I have not had a full conversation with a Brazilian that has lasted more than 4 or 5 minutes in 13 years. How crazy is that? Right, Link Forest. That could be that too. Você brasileiro? Sou. I am Brazilian. Sou brasileiro. Santos. Sou de São Paulo. Although I did live for a few years in Morumbi. Like actual São Paulo Central. That's mostly where I'm from. Then I spent like 3 months with my aunt in Curitiba. You really thought I was American? That's the point. That's the goal. But yeah, honestly, I visited Rio one time. Rio de Janeiro one time. It wasn't that great. Why did I leave Brazil? Because we realized that, so my family always wanted me to like eventually move to the United States and get a good job and leave Brazil, or go to Europe and get a good job. And we realized that a high school diploma in Brazil is worth nothing everywhere else in the world. Like nothing. If you present your high school diploma to an American college or European college, according to them, you did not go to college. Or you did not go to high school. You would have to redo high school, or you would have to take your GED in order to go to college in the United States. So we decided to have me move in with my granddad, who had already been living in the United States, who's, you know, already lived in the United States. Go live with him. Finish my high school in the United States. Get my high school diploma in the United States. And then just kind of work my way from there, which is what I did. So when I was 16, I moved to United States. And then it was exactly what happened. Because I had already completed my my equivalent of freshman and sophomore year in Brazil. So I went to the United States to start my junior year. And they looked at my Brazilian diploma and they're like, yeah, no, you have to go back to freshman year. Like, you would have to do all these credits all over again. So in the span of 2 years, in my junior and senior year, I completed enough classes in high school to do all 4 years of high school and graduate. I was a busy boy. Oh, and I was also working a full-time job at a restaurant. Yeah, I did ballroom, I did performing dance company, I did welding, I did every single garbage, useless class that you can think of to get extra credits. I did Algebra 2 and Calculus in the same year. Both of which I'd already done, by the way, in Brazil. What's my age? I am 28 years old. I mean, it was fun. It helped me with my English, because I literally got a crash course in everything culture United States in the 2 years that I completed high school. Like, every single possible English word you could come across in your day-to-day life, I went across it during those 2 years of high school. Like, I got a full crash course on America. I think I took like 5 history classes over the course of those 2 years too. Because I had to take US history, I had to take world history, I had to take... Fuck, what else was I taking? It was some ridiculous stuff. Political history and political science were both classes that I could take too, so I took both of those. Would I recommend other people do something similar? I mean, my case was very unique. Exactly. To Brazilians, classes like welding were just ridiculous. And my school counselor was like, no help. She's like, yeah, there's no way you're doing all of this. I'm like, just, woman, just give me the classes and I will do them. Just give me the fucking classes. And she's like, okay, fine. So she gave me every single class that was that had very little out of school commitment. So I just had to do the classwork and I would be fine. And I did them. I completed all of them. I even had to take a couple of, like, college classes. At BYU, in order for those to count for my high school diploma as well. So yeah. Did I go to school in a city? I don't know. Did I go to university or college? I went to university. I went to university for accounting. And then never used the degree. Should have enough for this. Yeah. Last time I didn't, but this time I do. How did I get into insurance? My brother or my cousin-in-law, my wife's cousin, worked in insurance as a health insurance agent. And I had already worked in sales from door to door to all this stuff. And he's like, it's pretty much sales. You're just selling insurance. I'm like, okay. He's like, you have to take a class though, and you have to pass a test. That's a standardized test. That's kind of hard. I'm like, okay. Took the test, passed it. And I started doing health insurance. And then after health insurance, I moved over to liability and property. Property and casualty. Property and casualty. So yeah. My life story in a nutshell. Yeah, I still have my insurance certifications. Well, with my English class, it was really nice, though. Because my English teacher was actually cool. He knew my situation, he knew what I was going through, so he was like, look, just take these books, pretend that you read them, and you'll pass the class. And I was like, cool. I can do that. So I did that. I took the books. I did not read them. At the end of the year, I wrote a BS assignment that sounded like I had read them. And I passed the class. I got a B, actually. Which isn't bad. Oh snap, it's Grega. Put your pants back on, guys. How's it going, Grega? Thank you for the 14 party raid, my friend. Appreciate it. Ugh. Hey, Liquid Luck. Day's been good so far. Yeah, cold. Oh snap, are we ahead? We ahead, boys! Do I have an actual work or just streams? Do you have like a real job? Or do you just play video games like a fucking degen? Hey! To the person who asked that question, because I didn't actually see your name. Did you not catch the whole insurance agent conversation? Whoa, dude. Saved it. Ah. This happened in my last run too. Get the bounce. No, too early. Right, SMK. Oh! I will say this though. Whenever I feel as though my stream is not making enough money to provide a comfortable life for my family, that's when I end up going back to work. And I promise you this, guys, if that ever happens, like, I'm not trying to be sellouty, I'm just being realistic and honest with you guys. If that ever happens, I will end streaming. Full time anyways. Dude, come on. Because my family's more important. That wasn't, I wasn't trying to, oh, you guys don't understand. I even, like, prefaced it. Thank you, ENA, for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. It was unnecessary, but thank you. That's not me trying to ask you guys for money. I'm just saying. Oh, to the person who asked, we're not actually allowed to talk about how much money we make on Twitch. Suffice to say, I currently make enough for my family to be comfortable. That's pretty much all there is to say. No, you're good. You didn't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's rude to talk about how much you make. It's like a cultural thing, I guess. But I'm required to not, so I can't. Otherwise, I totally would. Like, I don't give a fuck. Come on, get up! Get up! Get up! Well, the reason why they don't have something posted about partners, Pork Supreme, is because it's different with every partner. Let's put it that way. Exactly, Liz. Employers don't want you talking about how much you make because then other employees would want a raise. Okay. Yeah, my sub count is public link force. You can probably just Google it. However, that doesn't take into consideration the charitable donations that people make. That doesn't take into consideration my ad revenue. There's a lot of things that go into it beyond just that. My YouTube revenue doesn't take into consideration that. So yeah, subs are one big part of my overall revenue for sure. Which is why if you have Twitch Prime, you can sub to me for free with your Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime and don't know what Twitch Prime is, you should get on that because free stuff. Is there a YouTube link for this current glitch? What glitch? Oh, you mean the wood? That's just a normal thing that Zelda games have. They don't set flags for consumables. That's just what Zelda games always do. So you can just reload and it resets the flag of the consumables. So I'm just literally reloading the area. I save, and then I reload the area and it resets the flags for the consumables. It's not really a glitch at all. Is a Twitch Prime sub as beneficial as a normal paid sub? I think that depends on where you live. I don't know the answer to that. I wish I did. Based on streamer location or paid location? The location of the payout, so the streamer's location. Oh! I hate that tree so much. Do I speak French? I'm learning French. No, Pablo. To answer your question, no. Parles catalán? No. I do not speak Catalan. Onde você morava no Brasil? Santos. Santos, São Paulo. Mas eu passei um tempinho em Morumbi também. I lived in Santos for most of my life, but I also lived for a few years in Morumbi. Like Centro Morumbi. haven't met Showdown, no. Do I like football? I never got into Brazilian soccer or football. I never really got into it my whole life. I've always been a gamer kid. It was weird that way. I liked volleyball though. I played a lot of volleyball in Brazil. I don't think it's trash. I'll watch it. Just never really get into it. I did meet Shusha once. That was cool. It was like a concert thing that she was doing. So I did meet Shusha. That was cool. She wears a lot of makeup. Like when you go up close to her, she wears a lot of makeup. That's all I remember when I was a kid, is that I met Shusha and she had a ton of makeup on. Yo, Deesh, how's it going, man? Are you upset I'm not playing Skyward Sword right now? Dude, it's the weekend. No reset Breath of the Wild. I'll be back to Skyward Sword on Monday, don't worry. Thanks for the good luck, Harmjon. Appreciate it. Last night I had the chance to go over a bunch of things. I went over Sky Keep. Yeah, I went over Sky Keep, so I'm fairly comfortable